The idea for this video came very unexpectedly to me. So I was at the gym and I was talking to a guy. He asked me this question, which was surprising to me at first, but then I started thinking about it. He told me that he just came to Bali. It was his first week, and he was saying that you're always surrounded by different people. You know so many people, you talk to so much people. How do you do that? How do you actually make friends here? And I reflected on that a little bit, because myself, I didn't really notice that I talk to a lot of people, because in my head I don't. It's just the way I am. I love communicating, I love getting to know the other person, I love seeing the world through other people's eyes. It's just something that I really enjoy. And it didn't occur to me that for some people it is actually hard to make meaningful connections, make friends, or socialize. So I decided to point out a lot of tips. There's gonna be a whole checklist today on how to make better connections, how to make friends, how to make people like you more, how to have this easy and light energy around you that people are drawn to. So I hope these will help you, and if they do, if those tips are something that you actually enjoy in other people or you yourself is attracted to, let me know in the comments. I'm genuinely curious whether those tips are actually helpful, because usually I make videos about topics and problems that I faced myself and that I was going through in therapy, for example, or in my life. And this is something new to me, because I'm trying to explain a concept that is very natural to me. Hello guys, my name is Valeria. In this channel I talk about everything related to self-development, self-help, self-improvement, communication, manifestation, anything related to improving your mental health, physical health, your appearance, your inner world, you can find in this channel. So welcome. I'm very glad that you've joined me today, and let's jump to the tips on how to be easy, light, playful, how to build friendships and connections easier. The number one thing that helps me and that makes it very easier to talk to another person and hold a conversation is being genuinely interested in the other person. The way I see it is you have a whole other universe in front of you. We are similar in a lot of ways, but that there are more ways in which we are different as human beings. Our views on certain things, our hobbies, the things that we do like, the things that we don't like. You can find so many things to ask the other person, and showing this genuine curiosity, showing this genuine interest in other person makes them very interested in you as well, because we all have this small narcissistic part. We like to be interesting to others. Says the person who created a YouTube channel. Show genuine curiosity in the life of the people you just meet. And I don't mean you have to ask about their childhood trauma. Just hold a regular conversation, like for example, what did they do this day? What are their plans for the weekend? Why do they like playing paddle? Why do they enjoy dancing? What dance classes are they going to? When did they start doing that? You know, all of those things, they flow if your goal is to actually get to know the person from scratch. Go into conversations without having any assumptions about the person. This will make other people feel important and valued. Thing number two, smile. Smile is a very, very powerful thing. Saying as a person who was raised in a country where people don't smile. Smile is a sign of your reciprocation, of your openness to a conversation. Smile makes people feel more welcomed. Be a good listener. Listen carefully to what the person is saying without interrupting, and make it a habit of being genuinely curious and noting whatever the person is saying, because once again, it will be something that you can discuss later. And people like to feel like you're actually listening, and you can prove that by remembering some things from the conversation. Use people's names. Use it in a conversation when it's appropriate, but as often as you can. A person's name is the sweetest sound to them. Compliment people. Don't be afraid to say nice things to a person. Acknowledge their strong sides and be sincere about it, because people can sense when you're being fake. Be respectful of others' people's opinion. Don't be judgy. A very rare and important thing is, even if you disagree with someone, you still can respect another person's opinion and background, because we all have different stories, we all have different viewpoints. And even if you disagree with someone, don't try to prove them wrong. Don't try to argue with them unless it's like a debate. Be respectful of other people, their opinion. Nobody likes to be around judgy people. Avoid being dismissive or putting your perspective as the only right one, because it's not. We all have a right to have our opinions about anything, and if you're very accepting of others people's opinion, it makes them like you more. It also touches another point: avoid arguments. And there is a difference between argument and discussion. In discussion, you try to understand another person's opinion. You're actually open and reciprocative towards what the other person is saying. In argument, your only goal is to win, and you can only do that if the other person is losing, and nobody likes to feel that way. So if you're in a discussion or an argument, rather make it your goal to find the common ground, or leave the discussion with your own opinion, respecting the other person's opinion as well. Make it a habit of making it easy to admit when you're wrong. If you're wrong and you know for sure that what the other person is saying does make sense and you did say something wrong, make it a habit of admitting it and apologizing. If you make a mistake, own it right away. It makes you more trustworthy and more approachable, and once again makes people respect you and like you more. Another point goes without explanation, but be an interesting person to talk to, and you can only do that if you can hold a conversation. Learn, read books, listen to podcasts. Don't be too much. Know when to leave the conversation. Know that if you leave people wanting more, they will be more drawn to you to have a conversation with you again. Don't be close-minded. Be curious. It's okay not to know things, and it's okay to admit that you don't know something. Avoid gossip, avoid complaints, avoid being negative and toxic. Nobody wants to be around that energy. Unhappy people, successful people don't have time to discuss other people. Their life is so interesting that they would rather discuss it than other people's lives. Happy people, people who are satisfied with their lives, don't hate. Hate is your own pain that you're just throwing on other people. Be kind to everyone, no matter where the person is from, no matter what their social status is. Treat anyone based on their heart and the way they treat you, not their social status. Being kind is a choice. There is nothing more disgusting than people who put other people down to make themselves feel better. It just shows your lack of confidence, and it's never attractive. Calmness, groundedness, and acceptance are the qualities that you need to show. I guess that is it for today. Well, I hope it was helpful. I hope you picked some interesting points for yourself. Let me know if you want a part 2, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Valeria. I'll see you on the next one.